Good afternoon. I am Dr. Michael Scott, Chair of the Academic Senate at California State University, Monterey Bay. As University Marshal, I am pleased to declare that this 23rd annual commencement is now in session. We're glad you could be here. In recognition of the diversity of our community and audience, we would like to extend this welcome in other languages.
أهلاً وسهلاً بكم تحت الجامعة بمونتري باي. Bienvenue à la remise de diplôme de l'Université de California, Monterey Bay.
Les doy la bienvenida a esta 23ª ceremonia anual de graduación de la Universidad de California en Monterey Bay.
Please stand for the national anthem. The national anthem will be sung by Ms. Stephanie Murabito, who is graduating today with a degree in liberal studies.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. I am Eduardo Ochoa, President of California State University, Monterey Bay. I join Dr. Scott in welcoming you here today. In addition to our graduates and their families, we also welcome many distinguished guests and members of our university community. We are grateful for your participation. I will now introduce those members of the platform party who will not be introduced later. Please stand as I present you. Dr. Leslie Williams, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Ms. Barbara Zappas, Vice President for University Development. Mr. Andre Lewis, Associate Vice President for University Affairs. Dr. Brian Korpening, Associate Vice President for Inclusive Excellence and Chief Diversity Officer. Dr. Frank Wojcik, Library Dean. Ms. Ana Gonzalez, President of Associated Students. Ms. Natalie King, Associate Vice President for University Personnel. Dr. Ronnie Higgs, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Services. Mr. Kevin Saunders, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Chris Roney, Associate Vice President for Academic Programs and Dean of University College and Graduate Studies. And Dr. Thomas Horvath, Associate Dean for the College of Science and Marshal of the Platform Party. Thank you all for joining us here today. Please be seated. Next, I want to acknowledge the faculty who are here today. The heart of a university is its faculty, and this is certainly true at CSU Monterey Bay. We thank our faculty members for their sincere commitment to helping our students achieve the successes that we celebrate today. Faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, I want to acknowledge the family members of graduates who are joining us here today. This is your day as well. We applaud the commitment that our families make to their students. Family members, please stand if you're able, or wave and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I want to welcome all of you to this special day in the life of our university. Commencement represents a great milestone, the culmination of years of hopes and dreams. Success is the ability to manifest a dream. Be proud today. You have manifested a dream that at some point in your life may not have seemed possible. Today is a celebration of your success. You made it. Congratulations. I ask our graduates to remember the day you first set foot on campus. Some of you had friends here already, others did not. Some of you knew what you would study, others had no idea. Regardless of how you arrived here, you shared a few common feelings: apprehension for the unknown, excitement for a new adventure, and anticipation of what the future might hold. Fortunately for our university, you also shared the feeling that this would be the best place to pursue your educational dreams. And through happy times and difficult ones, you did exactly that. When you began, you may have wondered if you could succeed here. And now at the end of your journey, I hope you look back and are amazed by what you've been able to accomplish. This is what a college education is all about. It's a time to challenge your imagined limits. It's a time to learn that what once seemed impossible is actually within reach through persistence and hard work. It is a time to learn how to live with others and how to be yourself. And it is a time to find out, if any of you didn't know it already, that the greatest accomplishments are not achieved alone. Supportive friends and family, a helpful mentor, an inspiring faculty or staff member, a sympathetic voice on the other end of those late-night phone calls, they were instrumental in the achievements we celebrate today. Just as you found someone to lean on in difficult times, I hope you also fill the same role for someone else. That too will be an important part of your life going forward. While you owe it to yourselves to make full use of your education, you have another continuing obligation as well. It is your responsibility as a graduate of our publicly supported education system to act as a thoughtful and involved citizen in our democracy. You have a social responsibility to society and to humanity. Apple CEO Tim Cook once told a group of graduates, "Whatever you do in your life, you must infuse it with the humanity that each of us is born with." That responsibility is immense, but so is the opportunity. I'm optimistic because I believe in your generation, your passion, your journey to serve humanity. We're all counting on you. I also believe in your generation, and I trust that your time at CSUMB has helped you further develop your sense of social responsibility and your passion to improve humanity. Social responsibility is part of CSUMB's founding vision statement, and now it is a part of you. I know that's a lot to ask, but based on what you've done so far, I know you're up for the challenge. Today you sit here older and wiser with many of the same feelings of apprehension and excitement that you had when you arrived at CSUMB. What once was a strange new place has become home, and the world outside presents you with new opportunities and challenges. Rest assured that your experience here has prepared you well for whatever comes next. You arrived at our university, built a community, and made it your own. Take what you learned into the next chapters of your life. Apply the same discipline you applied here, and you will succeed again and again. No matter where you go from here, there will be issues to face, causes to champion, and people to help. May you make that next place your own. May you make that next place better than you found it, just as you did here at Cal State Monterey Bay. Thanks to all of you. This weekend, we're celebrating the accomplishments of a record number of graduates. We're holding 3 ceremonies with a total of 22,348 degree candidates. 4 of our graduates have more than one reason to celebrate today. Happy birthday to Ala Olsen, Kathleen Wabel, Kristen Grima, and Maria Elena Villicana. The youngest of our 2019 graduates is 20 years old. The oldest is 68. While most of our students come to our university directly from high school or community colleges, CSUMB believes strongly in the importance of lifelong learning. So I'm pleased to point out that today we celebrate the success of 42 graduates aged 50 or older, 16 of whom will receive their first bachelor's degree. As a university housed on the site of the former four-door military base, CSUMB is committed to providing opportunities to our nation's veterans. We have 23 degree candidates this year who are veterans, and 8 are receiving degrees this afternoon. Will our graduates who are veterans please rise so that we may thank you for your service to our nation? Our graduates come from 24 states and from 35 countries. Those who travel the farthest are from Kenya, Malaysia, and India. Whether our students are from Castroville or Colombia, each student brings their own unique story of accomplishment. I would like to highlight just a few of them. Alejandria Cervantes is a mathematics major from Gonzales and first-generation college graduate. Alejandra, where are you? There you are. Okay, you can stand while I talk about you. She's an undergraduate research opportunity center scholar who has devoted her life to being a positive agent of change in her community. In all 4 years while studying here, she's worked with high school students in STEM and other academic enrichment programs to prepare them for education. In doing so, Alejandra has fully embodied the vision and mission of Cal State Monterey Bay. She will pursue a fully funded PhD in mathematics education at the University of Illinois this fall. Congratulations, Alejandra. Jennifer Diaz. Jennifer? Where are you, Jennifer? She's a human development and family studies major, identified that many lower income and Latino parents of school-aged children did not know how to discuss college attendance with their children because they don't understand differences among types of higher education institutions and how to pay for college. For her capstone project, she created a 2-session workshop in Spanish for parents who had children enrolled in Life, an after-school program in East Salinas. In her interactive workshop, she presented the benefits of attending college and the differences among types of colleges and universities and sources for paying college. By the end of her project, nearly all of the participants could name several benefits of attending college and could distinguish between types of colleges and could name at least 2 ways of paying for college. Some participants indicated they did not know until her workshop that their children had access to grants and scholarships to pay for college. Congratulations to her. Jennifer Diaz. Jordan Simons, environmental studies major. Yeah, okay, Jordan can stand. Yes. Undergraduate research opportunities scholar and a Sally Casanova scholar. As part of the California State University pre-doctoral program, Jordan will return to her hometown this summer to research community development methods for adolescents in the Clear Lake region. In the fall, she will continue her studies at UC Davis in pursuit of a master's degree in community development. I am proud to see that you will take what you learned at CSUMB and apply it to improve your hometown community. Congratulations, Jordan. Hunter Nueku. Hunter? Hunter, please stand. There we go. Okay. She graduates today with a degree in marine science. She's a native Hawaiian speaker from the island of Oahu. Hunter has already applied her education by combining it with her deep family heritage to positively impact the community where she was raised. She will return to Hawaii this summer to help spearhead marine conservation programs with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. She will help NOAA engage and partner with local native speakers by translating coastal environmental information into Hawaiian. Hunter, you have exceeded what you thought was possible for yourself, and now you know there are many more accomplishments waiting for you in life. I encourage you and every other graduate today to think about what you have achieved and to be proud of yourselves. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you. And now please welcome your alumni president, Mr. Bobby Quiñones, to the podium.
Thank you, President Ochoa. Graduates, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I extend to you our congratulations for this significant accomplishment. On your seat, you will find your official CSUMB alumni pin. Please wear it with pride. Wear it as a symbol of your lifelong connection to CSUMB and the memories and accomplishments you have made here. You now join the ranks of over 19,000 fellow alumni throughout the country and around the world who are members of the CSUMB Alumni Association. Wherever you go, stay connected. You never know when you'll run into a fellow otter. I'd also like to take this moment to acknowledge the 2019 senior class gift. So far, the senior class gift has raised $2,692, which will be used towards a student scholarship in the name of the class of 2019. However, we're not at our goal of $5,000 yet. Help us reach that goal by donating today before you leave by going to donate.csumb.edu/2019. Once again, congratulations, graduating class of 2019, and welcome to the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Bobby. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our student speakers for today's commencement ceremony. This year we have one student speaker from each college, both of whom have been awarded the Dean's Medal Award for their college. We will start with the College of Education student speaker, Jennifer Costa. Now I want you to stand here and be embarrassed while I tell them about you. Jennifer is graduating today summa cum laude with a degree in liberal studies and a minor in human communication. She is a first-generation college graduate from Half Moon Bay. As the Associated Students Vice President for University Affairs, Jennifer launched the Associated Students Toiletry Pantry to provide basic needs items such as soap, feminine hygiene products, and other necessities to students. Her passion for helping others and enhancing the student experience is reflected in her campus involvement and her goal to become an elementary school teacher. She will attend UC Davis in the fall to pursue a Master of Arts in Education. Please join me in welcoming Jennifer Costa.
No matter how many times I practice this is still really scary. Thank you, President Ochoa. Before I get started, I would like to share some well-earned thank yous. First, I would like to thank anyone here or not here that has shown support and love to the CSUMB class of 2019 during our academic journey. Thank you to the friends, families, and loved ones that traveled here to celebrate this momentous day. Thank you to the CSUMB staff and faculty for all that you've taught the class of 2019. And last, but certainly not least, to the class of 2019, thank you for having me here today, and congratulations, we've done it. What an honor it is to be here today. This is a day we're celebrating and so special for everyone here. So to be asked to speak today was the most exciting but terrifying thing ever. But I saw it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and a chance for a final bit of growth here at CSUMB. To the class of 2019, we have all proven ourselves. We have balanced all that life has to offer while still achieving in academics. And we might have just circled a parking lot or two, hoping that person walking across the lot would be getting in their car to go home. But the countless hours of work, sleepless nights, and stressful weeks are all worth it for this moment. I see CSUMB as a place for growth. Whoever you are, there's something about this campus that inspires personal growth. I would bet that all of you sitting in front of me are not the same person you were when you first set foot on this campus. Whether it be the challenges we had to face or the opportunities we created for ourselves, we have taken those experiences and grown from them. I came to CSUMB 4 years ago, weary and unsure of myself. I would only take opportunities directly presented to me and was too scared to do more than the bare minimum. I spent every day going straight from class to my dorm, eating most meals alone, and going to bed. I was waiting for something to change, but kept doing the same thing each day. I thought that life would hand me my lemonade, but I had to make it myself. So that's what I did. The next 3 years, I actively worked to push the edge of my comfort zone, make friends, get a job, and be a positive influence on this campus. Once I saw the potential of the work I could do, there was no going back. A student assistant who was shy and unsure of what she wanted became an executive officer who can point at the free toiletries in the student center and say, "I did that." I knew for a while that I wanted to be a teacher, but with this experience, now I can tell you this is why. I want to make a positive impact on people. After my first year at CSUMB, I was ready to never come back, and now I think about how hard it will be to say goodbye. Not necessarily because CSUMB is the perfect school, but is because I became my best self here. CSUMB let me forge the opportunities I needed to grow, and now I can tell you I have grown, because I'm standing before you all today. And so CSUMB has become part of my comfort zone, and now I have to go beyond it. So if you told me 4 years ago that I would be selected as the student speaker when I graduated from CSUMB, I probably would have laughed and gone back to my dorm to take a nap. But after 4 years, a whole lot of mac and cheese, I learned submissions, and growth, here we are. So take a moment today and honor all the growth you did while not even noticing it. Our time at CSUMB was not perfect, nor could it be, but we made the most of it, and now we will close the chapter with the lessons we've learned. And just remember, this feeling of accomplishment is just the cusp of greatness set in store for us. Today is the day to celebrate all of your accomplishments and how you are forging the path to a brighter future. And with the growth CSUMB gave us, we are now ready to strive for the bigger and better things ahead of us. It may be graduate school, getting the job of your dreams, or the satisfaction of saying you have a degree. As you leave CSUMB, please remember to keep making your own lemonade and never stop growing. My high school principal would end the morning announcements with the same phrase each day, and that is what I will be leaving you all with today. So, CSUMB class of 2019, friends, families, and loved ones, please work hard, be kind to one another, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer, for your thoughtful remarks. Our student speaker from the College of Science is Carolyn Hinman. Carolyn is graduating today cum laude from the School of Natural Sciences with a bachelor's degree in environmental studies with a focus on sustainable communities. During Carolyn's time at CSUMB, her resourcefulness and interest in addressing food waste, waste diversion, and food insecurity led her to implement a food waste diversion program on campus. She completed her service learning with Everyone's Harvest and interned with Green Waste Recovery, where she recently accepted a full-time position as our environmental outreach coordinator. Please join me in welcoming Carolyn Hinman.
Thank you, President Ochoa. I am so honored and frankly flabbergasted to be standing here delivering a graduation speech. When I first started college back in 2002, not at CSUMB, I never expected that I wouldn't graduate until 2019. Now, 17 years later, after a lot of life experience, hard lessons, humbling successes, and humiliating failures, I've earned a bachelor's degree in environmental studies, a field I never considered or even knew existed when I started almost 2 decades ago. After leaving college at the end of my first semester, it was difficult to get back to it. I took classes at community colleges here and there while working in the real world and always wanted to be a full-time student again, but never really believed it was possible. In the past 17 years, I have moved from California to Ohio and back to California again. I've worked as a server, a barista, a delivery driver, a human resources assistant, an insurance sales rep, a transcriptionist, and a tattoo shop manager. When I made my way back to California in 2016, I transferred to CSUMB as an intimidated and overwhelmed 31-year-old who didn't know a soul on this campus. I fully expected to be isolated, shunned by my younger and much cooler peers, simply studying and doing homework until I finished. My actual experience at CSUMB has been the complete opposite. I have been welcomed into and embraced by this community in ways I never conceived. Every single professor I have had during my time here has known me by my first name. I've made lifelong friends with some of the kindest, most genuine, caring human beings I've ever met in my life. I had the opportunity to serve as East Campus Council President, then as an East Campus RA. I became a member of the executive committee of the Untitled Chapter of the Sierra Club and started a food waste diversion program on East Campus, which led to an internship with Green Waste Recovery, which is CSUMB's trash hauler. I worked with the sustainability department on increasing waste reduction and diversion on this campus, served on the President's Sustainability Committee, and I just landed my first real-life big girl job with Green Waste as an environmental outreach coordinator. Thanks. In that position, I will continue to work with CSUMB on their waste diversion efforts, helping to reduce what we send to the landfill so we can decrease our emissions and environmental impacts to make positive changes for our community and our planet. And I would never have gotten here if I didn't make it to CSUMB in the first place. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to all the friends who have seen me through some really dark places and who continue to love me and make me laugh, to the staff and faculty who have taught and mentored me, and to my parents and family who have loved and supported and encouraged me and believed in my abilities when I had convinced myself that I would never make it through. This university changed my life. And the people at CSUMB have changed my life and opened me up to experiences I never thought I'd have. They always tell you that a college education is the ticket to success and opportunity, and now that I finally finished, I understand what that really means. And for that I am, and always will be, indescribably grateful. My college journey didn't go as I had originally planned. I spent a long time feeling like I was too far behind to ever catch up. The 3 years I spent at CSUMB have taught me that everyone's journey is truly unique. It doesn't matter where you started or whether you believe you can finish. What matters is that you press on. It's the journey that's the important part and what we do with the lessons we learn along the way. We've all made it this far, so let's keep going. Good job, everybody. We did it.
Thank you, Carolyn, for those moving remarks. Today, we confer an honorary Doctor of Science degree upon Bruce Taylor. Mr. Taylor is the founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of Taylor Fresh Foods and Taylor Farms, California. Taylor Fresh Foods is the largest supplier of fresh-cut salad products in the United States, with business operations worldwide. While Mr. Taylor is a great businessman and leader, he is also a great role model for our university, our community, and the Monterey County region. Mr. Taylor is responsible for the success of many of our students at CSUMB through his company's scholarship program and partnerships with the university. He provides an excellent example for our students to follow in stewardship, community service, and in life. He's also single-handedly helped steward the recovery of downtown Salinas, and is also a great supporter of the university in ways that have yet to be revealed. In recognition of his many accomplishments and work as a leader and innovator in the agricultural industry, the Board of Trustees of the California State University and California State University, Monterey Bay, are proud to confer upon Bruce Taylor the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. So now, we're going to do this. It's a little more complicated because he already has a graduate hood, so you have to take that one out and then put on the new one. Okay. All right, so by the authority vested in me by the State of California and by the Board of Trustees of the California State University System, I now confer upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Science with all the attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Bruce Taylor to give our commencement address.
Thank you, Dr. Ochoa. I'm honored to take off my Harvard University master's hood and put on a Cal State Monterey Bay doctorate hood. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for the honor. I'm excited to be here for your celebration. This is a big deal for you and for your families and for our community. So thank you for persisting and making the commitment to get through college so you can make a great impact on our society, both locally, nationally, and internationally. President Ochoa asked me to share some wisdom. And I said, what's that mean? He says, well, you built the biggest vegetable company in the world in 25 years. There must be some secrets you have. And I don't want to disappoint you, but it's just not that hard. 41 years ago, I was in your seats, graduating from UC Berkeley. And I'd been through a couple of philosophy classes, and I was wrestling with the meaning of life, right? And you could spend the rest of your life wrestling with the meaning of life. And so I tried to make it simple. I really decided what was my purpose going to be. I'm sure you've all thought about that. How am I going to make a difference in the world? Why am I alive, and what contribution am I going to make? And I decided, let's keep it really simple. My purpose is to have a positive impact on the world and to leave the world better than I found it. Very simple. It can be small changes, it can be big changes. That all depended on fate and what I was able to achieve. So my goals were to build a family, to build a family legacy, to build a business, because I believed a business could be a force for good in our community, in our society, and to build strong communities. Those are the three areas I wanted to spend my time. So I made the best decision of my life. I got married to my wife, Linda, a month after I graduated. 40 years later, still the best decision of my life. Thank you, honey. You can look to the person to your right or left. You might think, who's good for next month there? I'll give you a minute to say hello. It's work for us. You all suffer from the choice paradox. You know, our great-grandparents married their next-door neighbor. You get to marry anybody in the world. The problem is there's 6 billion people to choose from, right? So you got a problem on your hands. I would encourage you to make a decision sooner rather than later. So first one, find your purpose. The second element that I worked on was, where am I? What do we have? What are our resources? And that's the problem you have today is you're confronted with the 24-hour news cycle, which is not facts, and there's no facts no matter where you turn the channel. You can go from Fox News all the way to MSNBC. There's no facts on any of those channels, right? You've got social media. Again, it's all opinion. And so it's incumbent on you to do some digging to find out what's true. I was reading a book called Factfulness the other day by a Swedish author. And he asked the question, in the last 20 years, has extreme poverty gotten worse, stayed the same, or gotten better? 95% of Americans got the wrong answer. 95% didn't know the truth. The answer is extreme poverty has dropped in half the last 20 years. Think about that, and think about that impact on the world and on the people of the world. And how'd that happen? That happened because capitalism helped these folks raise their lot in life. They didn't improve their lot in life in socialist societies. They didn't improve their lot in life in communist societies. They improved their lot in life in capitalist societies. And if you don't understand that, you don't appreciate the value of capitalism. If you look at some of the statistics around the world, education, right? The perception is women are falling behind in education. If you look at the world, 92% of males are in grammar school. 90% of females all over the world are in grammar school. Fantastic progress the last 20, 30 years. So when you look at the facts of the world, you'll find the world is in terrific shape. Never been a better time to be alive in the world. Seriously. That's a good feeling. The third element that I followed was choose a path. You've all heard Robert Frost and the poem about the forest, and he found the two roads, and he took the road less traveled, and that made all the difference. I think it was Socrates that says, the unexamined life is not worth living. I tend to favor Yogi Berra, who used to be a catcher for the New York Yankees, and he said, when you find a fork in the road, take it. The point here is that we have so many choices today. Many times we suffer from analysis paralysis. There's so much information to look at. There's always another consideration. We're stymied. We don't make decisions like we should. Make decisions quickly. And make decisions, we talk about passion a lot. You hear about that all the time. Why do we talk about passion? Make decisions that match what you like to do, what gets you up in the morning, what gets you excited, what brings you back to the same thing tomorrow. And the reason we talk about that is that when you're passionate about something, you'll do great work. You won't do great work if you don't really care about what you're doing. There's just no way to do it. And in doing great work because you're passionate, that's when you make an impact on society. And that's when you make an impact on your life and your family and your community. That's why your choices are important. So one, make a choice, and two, make an informed choice. And then there's 4 attributes that I look at that I think have helped me in my career and might help you in your career going forward. One is the attribute of curiosity. I literally learn something every day, and I look to learn something every day. The world is changing every day. It's incredible, the opportunities that come up every day. And curiosity also informs your passion. Because what you think is your passion today might not be your passion next week. You're in the process now of trying to figure that out. And so curiosity and the learning process will help you continue to do that. You know, I think of someone named Seneca in the Roman times said, luck is where preparation meets opportunity. And I found that to be absolutely true. At Taylor Farms we started, we had some success, and they called us lucky. And we said, great. Keep underestimating us. And they continued to underestimate us until we were twice their size. And eventually, I think they figured out maybe there was something to what we were doing. So luck is where preparation, hard work on your part, curiosity on your part, meets an opportunity that you recognize before you and that you choose to take. Travel is incredible. You're at the age now, you should be traveling all over the world. Stay at hostels, wherever you stay. You don't have to spend that much money to travel. Do it as soon as you can. We live in a bubble here in California. We live in a bubble in America. And traveling will inform you about how other cultures live. It's fantastic, and it's great to have that perspective. And third, in terms of curiosity, and most importantly, learn from your failures. 25 years ago, I was in some of your position. I was unemployed. I'd been fired by a family business I'd run for 13 years, and they wanted to sell the business. I thought the fourth generation ought to run the business. But I learned from that 25 years ago, and 24 years ago, started our company. And the rest, I guess they say, is history. Second attribute that I like is respect. And it's a wholehearted, honest respect for each other. We all have differences. I remember sitting at a Western Growers Board meeting, and they said, well, we have our ideals, we have our principles, so we're going to stick to our guns. And I said, well, the other side has ideals and principles as well. Why don't we recognize that? And that way you can compromise, you meet in the middle. My mom's a classic. She is every Sunday Catholic, very conservative. My dad died 28 years ago. My mom remarried a fellow that was an atheist. I'm kind of thinking, what the hell? He died several years later, and now her boyfriend is the most liberal guy I know, driving a Prius slowly in the fast lane. So my point is that you can love anybody, right? You just need to be open to that. You don't need to be the same, and actually it's better if you're not the same. Third attribute is to be trusting and trustworthy. We have built our business on trust with our customers. We say what we're going to do, and we do what we say we're going to do for our customers, and that enables us to build our business with them over the years. The same goes for your personal relationships. Build trust. Be trustworthy, right? Be trusting. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Understand they have a different agenda than we do, right? That's their responsibility. Your competitor has a different agenda than we do. But understand that you can still embrace them and trust them because you know what their objectives are. So trust is very important. And finally, I would encourage you to embrace risk. This gets me in trouble in my family and gets me in trouble in business occasionally. I mean, seriously, we probably had maybe 3 times in the last 24 years, we could barely pay our bills. And we were relying on some of our suppliers to really carry us for a period of time. But it's because we embraced risk that we were so successful ultimately. The other reason I say embrace risk is obviously everyone tells you, but you don't really know it at this point. You're all young, right? Turns out life is short. It doesn't last very long, and there's only about 50 years where you're going to make an impact on your community, your family, and the world. So what the heck? Why not take a risk, right? Why not take a chance to make a difference, to make a positive impact, to do something a little bit outside the box? You've got plenty of support. You've got support from your family. You've got support from your community. Hopefully you got support from your alumni someday. But you've got every opportunity. So follow your passion and make a difference. So from my perspective, the future is bright. From my perspective, your future is bright, and the world is full of opportunities for you to pursue. So good luck and God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor, for your insightful remarks, which help us stretch our thinking. I would now like to call Provost Bonnie Irwin to come forward to recognize those who received awards and honors this year.
First, I would like to recognize faculty who have received emeritus status. This academic year, we recognize Dr. Lou Denti from Education and Leadership. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Denti. It is also my privilege to recognize students who have earned academic honors. The academic honor achieved by each graduate is identified for you in your program. Academic honors are given to seniors who have demonstrated consistent excellence in the performance of their work. Graduates with academic honors are distinguished by the gold cords that they are wearing. Based on the level of their academic achievement, these graduates are recognized as cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. I invite these graduates to stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I will present the candidates for degrees to the President. Later in the ceremony, you will file up on stage to receive your certificates. Then we will formally confer your degrees. Will all candidates for the Master of Arts and Master of Science degrees please stand? Our master students. President Ochoa, on behalf of the faculty and deans, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for Master of Arts and Master of Science degrees and recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. Congratulations. Master's candidates, you can be seated. I will now present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees. Will all candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees please stand? President Ochoa, on behalf of the faculty and deans, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Congratulations. You may be seated. In addition to the undergraduate and graduate degrees celebrated today, we also celebrate the earning of teaching credentials. Will any of the candidates for the California teaching credentials please rise? President Ochoa, on behalf of the faculty and the deans, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for the California teaching credential and recommend that that credential be conferred. Congratulations. You may be seated. It is now time to hood our master's graduates and present their certificates. But first, I'm going to give you a brief, I promise, history of this practice. The tradition of academic costume dates from the Middle Ages, when academic gowns were common attire in early European universities. So could you imagine wearing this like every day when you went to class? Since the church founded the universities, students were required to wear the gowns at all times. These gowns represent an adaptation of the cape or mantle that was worn by church dignitaries in religious processions. The usual color of academic gowns is black. But through the years, variations have developed in color and style. In 1896, U.S. colleges and universities adopted a uniform code governing academic dress. The style of the gown varies depending on the academic degree. Master's gowns are traditionally worn open. The sleeves of the master's gown are square at one end and slit at the elbow. The hoods were originally cowls attached to the gowns that could be slipped over the head for warmth. The colors used to line the hoods indicate the college or university from which the wearer received the degree. The hood's border or collar is trimmed in a color indicating the field of study. Today, our CSUMB master students will be receiving the following colored hoods. Master of Science will be receiving golden yellow, and Master of Arts in Education and Master of Science, School Psychology, will be receiving light blue. The names of those graduating will be read today by Dr. Ondine Gage and Dr. Deanne Perez Granados, both from the Liberal Studies Department. Now please welcome Dr. Andrew Lawson, Dean of the College of Science, who will introduce the Master of Science graduates.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to present the graduates receiving Master of Science degrees in Applied Marine and Watershed Science, Environmental Science, Instructional Science and Technology, and Marine Science. Please come forward as the staff direct you, and I would ask the audience to please refrain from applause until all of the hoods have been presented so that all of the graduates' names can be heard. Dean Ronnie, please join me on stage.
Kathleen Hicks.
Amelia Labby.
Julia Cairo.
Michaela Miller. Melissa Abdurrahim.
Paulina Salinas Ruiz.
Corey Steinmetz.
Brianna Machuca.
Zane Mortensen.
Ryan Schonbaum.
Savannah Nicole Johnson.
Emily Grace Wilkinson.
Jesse Doyle.
Michael Andrews.
Arev Makarian.
Lisa Emmanuelson.
Lu'ay Ascar.
Kalsum Sened Shah.
Harold K. Ross III.
Sanad Shah.
Deanne Dominguez.
Marin Sibai.
Daniel Wang.
Ana Elizabeth de la Cruz Eckert.
Richie Cobb.
Luisa Marie Casanova Di Franco.
Nun Nguyen.
Mario Torres.
Warren Watkins.
Eric Zachary.
Carson Kyle.
Kaiser Shaw.
I'd now ask Dr. Jose Luis Alvarado, Dean of the College of Education, to join me on stage to introduce the Master of Arts and Master of Science graduates from the College of Education.
It is my pleasure to present the Master of Arts in Education and Master of Science in School Psychology graduates. Please come forward to be hooded.
Patty Lambert.
Alejandra Magaña.
Brian Mamana.
Tara Dawson.
Bianca Becerra.
Andrea Rodriguez.
Elise Herrera.
Andrea Flores.
Sandra Gomez.
Zulema Aguirre.
Ivy Otmar.
Nicole Ingle.
Hannah Cobb.
Karen Zandakis.
Laura Michelle Magano.
Jessica Baden.
Nicole Jackson.
Constance Reeves.
Andres Antunes Jr.
Eric Martin.
Gina Marie Marquez.
Demi Varney.
Caroline Clements.
Daniela Garcia.
Jacqueline Diani.
Haley Coran.
Erica Rose Bertelson.
Miranda Trayford.
Tyler Brenning.
Jesus Ochoa.
Jacob Arvison.
Danielle Rivas.
Stephanie Rivas.
Joana Gutierrez Perez.
Ana Lopez.
Lorena López Cruz.
Derek Acosta.
Miguel Sánchez Chávez.
Stephen Garvey.
Brittany Fuentes. Larry Barraza.
We will now recognize graduates for the College of Education earning a California teaching credential and students earning baccalaureate degrees in Human Development and Family Studies and Liberal Studies. Graduates, please come forward as staff directs you.
Cyril May Ilagan.
Michelle Newcomb. Carmida Tirado.
Denise Tejeda.
Matthew Romero. Lucia Trujillo.
Aide Clement.
Michelle Diane Telles.
Edith Diaz.
Claire Going. Annabelle Negrete.
Olivia Cardoza.
Maria Chavez.
Chelsea Andrade.
Kirsten Kite.
Angelica Villegas.
Jasmine Fausto.
Art Ortiz.
Zachary Saucedo.
Justin Lowe.
Mariah Lambert.
Lorena Alvarez.
Anthony Carter.
Andrew Johnson.
Stephanie Murabito.
Sarah Parento.
Kelly Richardson.
Candice Nazere.
Tina Marie Jimenez.
Shannon Menor.
Abby Adriana Cuevas.
Maritza Juliet Ruelas.
Sonia Gutierrez.
Sandra Maria Barajas. Melissa Smith.
Chandler McKean.
Logan Maloney.
Jacob Blackster.
Gina Buckley.
Thor Anderson. Tiana Ackerley.
Gustavo Morales Lu.
Dana Diaz. Nubia Teran.
Mary Catherine Rossi.
Samantha Irene Karen Cross.
Kimber Lewis.
Alejandra Montoya.
Priscilla Rose Rodriguez.
Hillary Jean Little.
Daniela Cervantes.
Teresa Morales.
Stephanie Montezuma.
Alexandria Claire Barrick.
Ariana Lee Whitner.
Alicia Tuyolo Sega.
Destiny Hill.
Angela Morgan Nava.
Taylor Thompson Hall.
Doreen Pacini.
Cristina Mendoza.
Linda Piñón.
Juana Palma.
Adriana Valdez.
Marina Tena.
Guadalupe Espinosa.
Carla Ortiz.
Nancy Garcia.
Nora Cabrera.
Liliana Vega Villanueva.
Cynthia Kramer.
Clarissa Carrillo.
Hannah Granelsch.
Hannah Bird.
Tammy Chanthorne.
Jennifer Costa.
Renee Edwards.
Nina Hobbs.
Allison Castellanos Hernandez.
Melissa Castro.
Daisy Godoy Hernandez.
Mirna Chavez.
Samantha Jean Bulmer.
Shelby Wilson.
Caitlin Palmer.
Lupita Verduzco Espinosa Beltrán.
Ana Cecilia Reyes Ortiz.
María Espinosa.
Adriana Garcia.
Leslie Jeanette Chavez.
Natalie Wynn.
Amy Lay.
Balthazar Garcia Perez.
Jordan Pastrone.
Luis Moya.
Madison Mulcahy Zelinsky.
Kiana Morris.
Jessica Hernandez.
Casey Cox.
Kimberly Gale Beardshire.
Jonna Hamilton.
Tessa Devon Wise.
Morgan Ellis.
Sydney Coyle.
Selena
Nancy Recinos Duran.
Maritza Garcia Rendon.
Jennifer Diaz.
Arlene Alejandra Sánchez Camacho.
Raquel Gaitán.
Daniela Ramirez Ibarra.
Clifford Andrews.
Veronica Lamprita.
Vanessa Sanchez.
Rosia Vanessa Anaya.
Jessica Jerónimo.
Alejandra Perez Sandoval.
Please welcome back Dean Andrew Lawson.
I'm pleased to present the undergraduates of the College of Science earning baccalaureate degrees in biology, communication design, computer science, environmental science, technology and policy, environmental studies, marine science, and mathematics. Graduates, please come forward.
Adriana York.
Crescencia Sanchez.
Olivia Woolery.
Sarah Morgan.
Gabriela Rigo Monroy.
Tiffany Rivera.
Megan Rodenbeck.
Shaylee Stark.
Emma Haynes.
Brittany Godwin.
William Allen.
Mark Pena.
Axel Kent.
Renee de la Fuente.
Michaela Bogdan.
Caitlin Dayton.
Madeline Price.
Sam Scalise.
Abigail Rivera.
Ashley Ruiz.
Haley Unmocked.
Karina Aguilar.
Mercedes Lam.
Ann Batoon.
Vivian Nguyen.
Cheyenne Reese.
Monica Esquivel Zarate.
Dakota Jackson.
Miranda Mora.
Sharina Billington.
Clarisa Flores Megaña.
Mark Jaques.
Shane Brennan.
Melissa Fiddler. Carolina Guía.
Fernando Sedano.
Lisbeth Alvarez.
Gwyneth Joe Harris.
Ross Hatlin.
Miguel Lopez.
Brian Sierra Rivera.
Eli Weiss.
Yan Wei Wong.
Alexander Torres.
Matthew Morris.
Jacob Valencia.
Sharon Melissa Vielman.
Berenice Hernandez.
Kiara Medina.
Savannah Willems.
Jessica Folk.
Anthony John Ellsworth.
Miguel Jimenez.
Morgan Watson Stewart.
Jessica Rodriguez.
Kathy Tom.
Hannah Lever.
Cynthia Okerefor.
Micaela Comenares.
Dominique Scott.
Calvin Tran.
Roberto Ladino.
Awatef Berta.
Jasmine Vargas.
Dominic Elijah De Silva.
Sydney Winbush.
Julie Munoz.
Natalie Hickland.
Daniela Juarez Badilla.
Peter Cavallero.
Josue Duque.
Eduardo Valles.
Brianna Warchat.
Molly Black.
Kelsey Jane Asuncion.
Melissa Meredith.
Daniel Olivares Zambrano.
Elizabeth Reyes Gallegos.
Emmanuel Leon.
Kenneth Urbanski.
Samuel Andrés Alarcón.
Spencer Fern.
Timmy Tran.
Cody Roberts.
Dylan Boyer.
Veronica Ramirez.
Arnulfo Rocha.
Jesus Arellano.
Clara Saldaña. Marisol Cano.
Stephanie Gutierrez.
Brenda Ramirez.
Alexandria Kealoha Ayala.
Calvin Liu.
Arezu Mirpur.
Rosie Eisner.
Marissa Gutierrez.
Devin Jimenez.
Mia Fukutomi.
Casey Ryan.
Katharina Tatiana Zimmerman.
Julius Lubin.
Nathan Hardeland.
Brian Reese.
Sabrina Carter.
Grace Kim.
Amy Adams.
Justin Castaneda.
Jennifer Sanchez.
Kristen Grima.
Annalise Rodriguez.
Isabel Gutierrez.
Alyssa White.
Uma Crouch.
Frankie Renee Vasquez.
Kyler Akechi.
Sally Canume.
Jalen Marie Mendiola Rojas.
Theodore Reimer.
Olivia Boyson.
Lauren Ha.
Malik Yassin.
Andrea Rivas.
Zarian Williamson. Nidia Petch.
Adriana Lisbeth Arias.
Kaylee Cole.
Rachel Caitlin Bean.
Leah Cuevas.
Erica Bellmaster.
Alexandra Lubisalevich.
Christopher Terry.
Emmanuel Guido.
Luis Valencia.
Faith Chateau.
Gilbert Curbelo III.
Daniel Ochoa Aguila.
Jay Arellano.
Michael Velasquez.
Hildardo Orozco.
Sergio López Danyote.
Ramberto Núñez.
Miguel Aceves.
Cody Regalado.
Jessica May Ubaldo.
Brandon Mendel.
Donald Dong.
Matthew Connolly.
Eric Gonzalez Tinoco.
Abraham de Alba.
Alejandro Rubalcaba.
Bianca Jaramillo.
Carlos Garcia.
Andrea Lara.
Mayra Ochoa.
Iris Gopur Osorio.
Celina Juarez.
Evelyn Anda Murillo.
Brian Martinez Castaneda.
Eros Gonzalez Lopez.
Judith Ramirez Cortez.
Chino Abatol.
Jason Winar Dinara.
Jose Crescencio.
Jasmine Baculpo.
Morgan Ariel Hamilton.
Raymond Estebar.
Sean Cavedo.
Patrick Gonzalez.
Christopher Holmes.
Jose Garcia.
Victoria Zamora.
Raylene Watson.
Jennifer Nguyen.
Alyssa Goodwin.
Jose Garcia.
Dallas Deturi.
Nolan Guzman.
Alexander Morales.
Arthur Diaz.
Alex Rodriguez. Edith Gonzalez Reynoso.
Manjeet Gurcha.
Norma Sanchez.
Kirk Worley.
Jose Mijangos.
Alexander Paulsell.
Chris Williams.
Jones.
Juan Avalos.
Shuyen Chi.
Brandon Shimizu.
Michael Rose.
Jared Hubbard.
Marilyn Florick.
Zachary Strader.
Vasile Danchu.
Oscar Alba.
Nicholas Nelson.
Gene Evans.
Caleb Allen.
Eric Schaefer.
Adrian Martinez.
Christopher Forsyth.
Danielle De Leon.
Jeremy Locatelli.
Derek McFate.
Lamarin Moorfield.
Austin Martinez.
David Beach.
Andrea Cano.
Eric Ring Walters.
Brett Stein.
Joshua Williams.
Brandon Engholm.
Karen Hernandez.
James Joseph O'Day III.
Cynthia Martinez.
Abraham Medina.
Isaac Xavier Rodriguez.
Daniel Sahuri.
Hiren Patel.
Eli Manzo.
Lucas Montanare.
Ryan Ramirez.
Devin Height.
Gerardo Alcaraz.
Everett Rodriguez.
Guadalupe Alejo.
Jacob Gold.
Joel Casillas.
Sheikh Sultani.
Christian Martinez.
Angel Ortiz Medina.
Austin Gray.
Gabriel Garland.
Dominic Fajela.
Joe Anton Giovanni.
Mitchell Beaton.
Nicholas Harding.
William Hutt.
Hugo Hernandez.
Francisco Hernandez.
Ben Holland.
Theo Ebenhoek.
Jeffrey Gearhart.
Alex Elkayer.
Jared Long.
Michael Klein.
Stephen Walton.
Wesley Mixon.
Eric Munoz.
Jeffrey Nadolna.
Gautam Tata.
Anthony Zerka.
Sean Wills.
Nico Engbeck.
Moises Mora.
Adrian Alexis Horka.
Ana Godinez.
Christine Ladra.
V. Lay.
Alicia Alonso Garcia.
Stephanie Doan.
Gretchen Provenson.
Corey Van Andel.
Mariah Rourke.
Cassandra Slack.
Jasmine Wynn.
Ruby Boyle.
Griffin Deeney.
Cecilia Lopez.
Liliana Mendez.
Emiliana Lacandazon.
Isaac Esquera.
Jordan Mario Barbosa.
Miranda Eileen Pearson.
Margreta Luisa Dorothy Peterson.
Corey Heads.
Allison Crowley.
Gavin Klieg.
Maddie Underwood.
Nicole Pereira.
Miranda Sorry.
Rosa Garza.
Nubia Garcia.
Clancy Barrington.
Jared Sutton.
Isela Reyes.
Valentin Miranda.
Ryan Harris.
Jonathan Renfret.
Marvin. Marvin Jerónimo Herrera.
María de los Ángeles Magdaleno García.
Roberto Amador.
Alexandria Taylor Cervantes.
Cindy Toyati.
Tracy Ramirez.
Diego Quesada Muñoz. Diego Quesada Muñoz.
María Teresa Hernández.
Jesse Vickers.
Brian Alarcón.
Robert Duke.
Gabriel de Vera.
Jacob Method.
Nathan Morrison.
Emily Reynolds.
Natalie Buffo.
Rebecca Pope.
Cecilia Gutierrez.
Fabiola Larios.
Joshua Pinnick.
Fatty Alaham.
Talia Banari.
Carolyn Hinman.
Andrea Cedillo.
Kiani Ledesma.
Selene Yarbes.
Sydney Lamoth.
Jacob Gams.
Jack Bates.
Jordan Simons.
Lizette Wyatt.
Jeffrey Chen Bromley.
Sarah Namey.
Yvonne Bantam.
Jillian Robb.
Abigail Melchor Aguila.
Jessica Loafer.
Andrea Vega Alvarado.
Sarah Bricker.
Dallas Pereira.
Roman Popo.
Brian Jackson.
Gillian May.
Noah Swarza.
Nick Ramsey.
Anthony Cruz.
Andrew Fernando Hernandez.
Viviana Rivera.
Keely Hansen.
Alexander Wallach.
Caitlin Beretta.
Stephanie Wolf.
Savannah Townsley.
Celeste Espino.
Nicholas Ray Del Buno.
Aaron Reed.
Kirk Garda.
Raymond Daniel Arita.
Hadley Pearl Giebler.
Okay, got it. Connor Greenwood.
Fuller Gerbel.
Megan Fee.
Heidi Pitkin.
Samantha Northcott.
Amanda Smith.
Michael O'Brien Patrick Walker.
Devon Prayer.
Luis David Calderon.
Amber Caldwell.
Kelsey Trammell.
Natasha Kraft.
Justin Gill.
Zoe Thornton.
Marisol Figueroa.
Tracy Doman.
Alexis Martinez.
Mark Patrick Salvachon.
Emily Romo.
Michelle McCoskey.
Devin Christensen.
Rachel Owen.
Malcolm Tunell.
Caitlin Beardshear.
Sophia Rose.
Zane Toyan.
Brendan Didio.
Charles Nye.
Avery Calhoun.
Kelsey Shoup.
Catherine Roy.
Irene St. Andrew.
Sly Luna.
Marina Lessie.
Winda Lee.
Julia Carville.
Hunter Nueku.
Crystal Rambawa.
Samantha Jo Chang.
Eileen Lamsan.
Andrew Reyna.
Cameron Robertson.
Aaron Shea.
Brandon Shanina.
Eric Ho.
Isidro Blanco.
Anthony Gutierrez.
Madison Bashford.
Travis Leggett.
Gabriela Kalbach.
Scott Nguyen.
Parker Smith.
Lindsay Shorter.
Yesenia Ortiz.
Danielle Pureco.
Patrick Breckenridge.
Kindis Sapa.
Keegan Spencer.
Duncan Miller.
Somehow in every commencement ceremony, the final graduate is the most popular one in the class. All right. Candidates, now that we've presented you to the president, we will formally confer your degrees. Will all candidates for the master and baccalaureate degrees please rise? Will candidates for teaching credentials please rise? Will the faculty please rise and face the graduates? President Ochoa, as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs and on behalf of the faculty of California State University, Monterey Bay, I present these candidates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degree or credential and recommend that the earned degree or credential be conferred.
Now the moment you've been waiting for. By the authority vested in me by the state of California and by the Board of Trustees of the California State University System, I now confer upon each of you the master, baccalaureate degree, or credential that you have earned with all the attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. Congratulations to all of our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing this 23rd graduating class of California State University, Monterey Bay. I extend my thanks to all of you for being here today with us. As we conduct the recessional, I would like to ask that the audience remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and all graduates have exited. Graduates, please keep clear a path for the recessional. Then you may proceed to the exit as the staff direct you. Please wait until you are directed. Friends and family, you can meet your graduate on the outside of the stadium. Thank you for your participation in this year's commencement exercise. This commencement ceremony is now concluded. Thank you.